Yo people, welcome to another episode of Under the Mic where we talk about music and nothing but the music. I'm your host Big Dan and I'm here with my co-host
Aisha.
And yeah man, we back at episode 4.
Yeah.
No? Episode 4.
Yep.
Putting in the work, being consistent. And from the last episode to this episode, you know that a lot's kind of happened.
Too much.
We know what we're talking about.
We know what we want to talk about, but I think we should wait. We should wait a bit and talk about the new music that's been coming out, and then we get into the juicy stuff. Because I feel like once we start talking about this Kendrick and Drake beef, like the hour will finish. Yeah, we'll get kicked out. New music. PND's dropped. Ghana's dropped a new single.
Yeah.
We've also had Future and Metro. We Still Don't Trust You since we recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's been like quite a bit of music.
2 weeks.
What are you feeling the most that I've watched? There's been a couple more.
PND for me.
Couple singles here and there.
PND's been good for me.
PND's the main one, isn't it?
Yeah. PND's the main one. I feel like PND. He took me back to college, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to listen to him. When what was it called? Break Toronto. What's that song called?
Oh, what? Breaking Toronto.
Breaking Toronto. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it took me back there, literally, to when I was in college.
Like, with PartyNextDoor, I like PartyNextDoor. I can't deny his talent, but I don't even have anything bad to say. Like I listened to it, but it took me long to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It took me long to listen to it. Like I had to go on TikTok, and I saw some guy rating some of the songs, and I've listened to it, and it's PartyNextDoor, like what we knew him as back in the day, like you said. So it's nice to get that music and artists all showing that they can still show that same side, but growing at the same time. So.
I feel like you have to. If you go quiet for that long, you have to come back.
And that's just how it is
something
as well,
that's
isn't
authentic. Yeah,
usually takes quite long. So
he's like Kendrick.
I mean, if we're talking about new music, this is our new music as well.
Yeah, true.
There's new music because when I'm going on Twitter and Instagram, and I see new music. I'm just seeing the new disc.
I know. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. But PND I felt like was really good. PND was an easy listen as well. It was very chilled vibes. Like.
What songs are you feeling the most?
Oh, Make It to the Morning.
Oh really? Yeah?
I can't stop singing that song. It's like a singing girl song.
I don't even know.
Let's make it to the morning, girl. It's like those type vibes.
Do you feel like it was better than his last album? What was his last album?
Let's see. His last album was ages ago. I'm sure it's been like at least 5 years. Let me see.
We're gonna have to cut some stuff out. I'm boiling like that.
Yeah, same.
Is it just me?
Yeah, I'm really hot. Do you want to change? Because I want to take this video.
Yeah. I'm in the best of the day.
You ready? So yeah, peoples. So we had to go do a quick wardrobe change. Well, I did anyway.
Just had to debrief.
Yeah, just had to debrief real quick. But yeah, PartyNextDoor's last album was in 2020. It was Party Mobile. You know the one with Rihanna and PGT and Loyal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the news.
That was a decent album. Yeah. That was a good album.
Yeah,
that was a good album.
Stay consistent.
I really like that album actually. So I haven't really taken this one in, so I need to take it. And there's so much is
similar vibes, but like again with PND, you have to listen to him like a few times. But he's got bangers. Like he's good at what he does, and he's stuck to himself. What you're expecting is what you're going to get from PND.
He's still signed to Drake as well, isn't he?
He is. He is. Put some tea on him for later, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Who else has dropped? I mean, Afrobeat's album. What's his name? Young John dropped.
Oh yeah. I think I listened to a few songs on that. That was good, you know.
Yeah. Pot of Gold so far is my favourite. I've been rinsing that one off. I heard a new Amapiano song. I think it's called Funk 99.
Oh yeah, I put you onto that
fucking
one.
Sick. Was it? Oh, is it?
It was
okay,
me.
cool.
Funk 99.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah, Funk 99 goes hard.
Yeah.
Funk 99 is crazy.
Who are the producers or the DJs of that?
Those guys, that's Shakes and Les.
Okay.
Shakes and Les.
Are they coming
Shakes,
London?
you know, Les.
Okay, they come in London.
I don't know. I haven't seen them come to London, you know.
Because you know, like Instagram does these cookies thing, yeah, like. I always get bare like when I'm going through my stories, bare ads for Amapiano events.
Because
so I'm just seeing these. I'm thinking, who are these? But I know I will enjoy it. But
I know. I guess The only annoying thing with Amapiano is, again, we've spoken about it before, is that like it's not really the person who's singing that's necessarily known for the song. It's more the producer of the song.
I feel like it should be like that though, not the person that's singing.
It should be, it should be, but I guess it's not.
Because that's not what makes Amapiano, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's more the beat and the sound behind it. But,
exactly.
I still feel like Afrobeats, couple artists dropped. What's his name as well? Fireboy dropped. Yeah, he was even talking some nonsense as well, saying that he's an artist. He's also one of
not
them
an
guys.
Afrobeats artist.
He don't want to be tied in.
Wizkid said the same thing.
Yeah.
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 Don't call me
These sellouts.
But I don't understand why. Why don't Afrobeats artists want to be called Afrobeats artists? Because, like, if you're talking about Taylor Swift to someone who has no idea who Taylor Swift is, you're going to say she's a pop singer. Yeah,
do you know what's crazy? I feel like them saying that, it's like they don't believe in Afrobeats genre, like it can't compete with all the big genres out there. Because I feel like if you knew that Afrobeat was like the #1 genre in the world, undisputed, you're definitely going to claim it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But there's been other like sounds behind before Afrobeats. Of course, that's how music works. But like Afrobeat is appreciated so much today. Now more than ever, so you would think the pioneers, like some of the big artists that we have nowadays, would appreciate it. But I feel like,
but why would they not want to claim it? Because like what I see with Amapiano is like South Africans are being very true to themselves and like sticking by the piano movement. It is called Amapiano. This is where it comes from. We are piano DJs.
I think it's pride and ego, man. Like most of these Afrobeats artists that are saying it, they're Nigerian, Nigerians are very prideful.
But that's why I would expect Nigerians to be the same as South Africans.
And own your stuff, innit? And be like, this is me.
Like, I'm Afrobeats, this is Afrobeats.
You would think that, but
Afrobeats has gone global.
they're basically trying to say, like, I'm too good to just be an Afrobeats artist. That's how it comes across. Like, I'm too good to just be labelled as Afrobeats. But that's
you're
not
insulting
how it
a sound that's on a global platform that's come from your country. Why would you want to do that?
I think they're just confused. You know what? Even SZA, I saw something on the Shade Room and her saying something like comparing herself to Justin Bieber and saying Justin Bieber doesn't call her. He ain't called a pop artist, but I think he is.
He is.
And she's saying she doesn't want to be tied into just R&B, I think. I think so what would you say you are?
But I mean, you can explore what you want to explore. Like, no one's actually stopping you.
Do you
know what I mean? But what you're known for, what you are known for is R&B. So we recognize you with R&B. And if that's the genre that you've been seeing, it's not an insult to categorize someone. Because it doesn't mean you have to do that all the time.
Exactly.
If SZA decides she wants to jump on Amapiano tomorrow, she's very free to do so. But what we know her for is the R&B. But it doesn't take away from her opportunities, I don't feel. Yeah. It's a mental thing, I think, for herself. Yeah. Do you get it? It must be.
These artists feel like they're being put in a box when we put them like a genre, what you're known for, like you said. But like you said, it's just what you're known for. It doesn't mean that's the only music you make, you're not good at making pop music or whatever it is. Like, so, but yeah, there's been a lot of songs coming out, a lot to stay up with. Yeah. But I feel like we've been following what's popping the most. Yeah. What's popping the most? What would you say has been popping the most? Because I want to talk about that shit.
Everybody say LV ho. Say LV ho.
Okay.
That song, oh my gosh, but we need to start at the beginning. We need to start at the beginning. Like, where this all began. Because I would really like to know, what is Drake doing that's making everybody so mad?
Like, we spoke on it briefly on the last episode, but like I said, between now and then, a lot's happened between this beef and it's like, literally, I was asking myself, like, Drake is coming like Diddy. It's like he's done guys dirty, and now they're just like, this is time to get him.
Yeah, there's so many people that have had issues with him. Because if you think about going back in time, some of them they've made up, like Chris Brown, for example. But Meek Mill.
No, make up with Meek Mill. He made up with Meek Mill. They made a song
but
together.
why do they have an issue to start off with? Do you get it? Like, why does he always have a problem with somebody? Yeah. You know, he's got an issue with Kendrick. He's had an issue with Metro. Future's got an issue with him. He's had issues with Soulja Boy. Yeah. He's had issues with DMX. Didn't like him, but then DMX like went back on his word eventually. But DMX also didn't like him to start off with.
Yeah, a lot of people just think Drake is a culture vulture, and I think at this point, what I've learned from this is that that's a fact. No, honestly, that's a fact.
Really? What makes you say that?
Just like a lot of You know what? Because I must have even put on our Instagram story as well, like on the this where he said something about Kendrick sounding like he wants to free the slaves. Yeah. See when he said that, I thought I hear it. I agree, but where it's coming from, who it's coming from.
Okay, but wait.
And all the context behind it.
I think with that lyric, it's like he raps like he wants to free the slaves, right?
Yeah.
I think it's him playing on the fact that Kendrick's like a conscious rapper.
Exactly.
He's like a demonstration rapper.
Yeah, 100%.
Or he comes across like that.
And a lot of people would say
but like
that.
he could have said it in a different way.
100.
He could have said it a completely
that
different
came
way.
across, like, now that I look at it on the outside of it, I'm a big Drake fan. That's low-key kind of... It's questionable.
It's questionable.
It's questionable.
It is questionable.
Because
why would you not want to free us?
What we're seeing on Twitter as well, I'm seeing like old Drake videos and his personality and what he's saying. So that's where I learned like, now he's a culture vulture still, 100%.
Yo, you cheesing me,
but
dog.
he's good at it, and that's one thing I give credit.
Yes, yo, you cheesing me, dog.
Yeah, no. Drake's old lingo is that he was actually a nerd, and that's why the way Rick Ross was selling for him, because Rick Ross's this was kind of whack in my opinion, but he was just saying, bro, like, you're not about it. You're not that guy that you claim to be.
Yeah.
And now everyone's turning on you.
Yeah, literally.
So yeah.
It's crazy. But I would say though, like, Drake is probably a culture vulture, but there's another flip side where it's like, he also has given platforms to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, Drake getting on certain songs with like UK artists, or certain songs with like even Latina artists.
A$AP Rocky, who dissed him. I saw a video of him saying how he loves Drake and he'll always like show love and appreciate Drake. Now, look how it's turned. So.
You said go and model, nigga.
Like, he said
go and model or put out a new line, because if you're gonna rap, then we're gonna ask you for a new line because it's mid again.
So some of the tweets, like, and some of the lyrics, I feel like he's sent for everyone, but he's lost to Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick. Win or lose, in your opinion.
Kendrick takes it for me.
Yeah.
Kendrick does
That's
take it.
so hard for me to say.
And it's very hard for me to say also. And to be fair, when I went into this, I wanted to be very impartial.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I appreciate Kendrick. Like, Kendrick has got a lot of classic songs that I go back to, like Sing About Me. A lot of songs on Good Kid, Mad City, basically. They take me back to uni. Do you know what I mean?
He's got loads of bangers, Kendrick.
Loads of bangers. And it's the same for Drake. They're both part of, like, my core memories, like, of life. Okay. Does that make sense? But yeah, Kendrick, I would say he's, oh my gosh, crazy.
Would you say, because I feel like a lot of us Drake fans and all of us that would like Drake to have won, just because we appreciate him so much as an artist, it's like, do you think that Kendrick won by this latest one that you've heard?
This latest one he has.
Because all the other ones was just like, I'm not hearing, like, he's saying some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it, but see this one, he said, well, all of you lot saying I'm broing. Sound like I'm freeing the slaves,
I'll sing a song for you. Yeah, exactly.
Say no more. Drake, you like club bangers. Yeah. They're playing these songs at DJ Mustard. When I heard Mustard on the beat.
What kills me is at the end, you can tell that Kendrick is just playing around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't sound like, not that it doesn't sound rehearsed, but he literally sounds like he's just having fun with it, literally.
And like, he's a proper, like, see the way Chip, when it comes to like clashing people. Yeah. That's how Kendrick came. I've never seen this side to him before. You know what I mean? So I was thinking, oh no, like, he used one of Drake's flow when he said the whole thing of him being a minor, the A minor. Because you know Drake did a similar thing as well. And I said, hey.
Oh, that was crazy. He said you want to put a chord and it's probably A minor.
They were saying some stuff, but really and truly, Kendrick was really saying some stuff. Kendrick said more. Let's just say Kendrick said a lot more.
Yeah, Kendrick has said more. Because to be fair, if you compare the shots, right? Drake has said, okay, you beat your wife. You hide in New York because you cheat on your wife. Yeah. You don't like your wife because you actually like purely white women.
Yeah, you ain't married.
And what else has he said? And you sing like you're trying to free the slaves. Yeah. That's basically what he said.
Those are it, really.
Yeah.
Those are it, really. Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's short, but like,
yeah, he wears size 7 shoes. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. You can only say it like once, though. You can't bang that out too many times, especially when he's coming for you like this.
No, you can't keep saying it. But it's almost like Kendrick is just finding creative ways to like get at him, and he's developing on his previous point with like a little additional point. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like the last diss, he was basically coming and like directly chatting to his son and his dad and his mom on Meet the Grahams.
I need to pull up.
Literally on Meet the Grahams. And then now he's like developed on that. Now he's coming at that, you know, predator angle. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I was even gonna say, yeah, like, how did this even start? Because I saw something on Academic's page.
Yeah.
And he was saying how what he heard was first person shooter was supposed to have Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. And obviously he's reached out to Kendrick or his team, whatever, and Kendrick has said no or aired it, basically, like aired it pressed. And obviously J. Cole and Drake have just done the track now, and they've kind of apparently come for Kendrick. I don't know, when you listen to that song, do you feel like they were coming for Kendrick at all? Because on first listen I was just thinking they're saying that they're the greatest, including Kendrick, like it's big three.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So there's no diss there.
No.
But apparently, if you go through it, you know them guys that properly recite the lyrics and that. Like, when you really
the lyrical geniuses.
Yeah, like apparently there's a little shot for Kendrick, and that's what's made him do this. Because all of this has come out of nowhere. Because if Drake is reaching out to Kendrick, that means he ain't got no beef with him.
But maybe there is a slight diss, because let's not forget. Remember, Kanye was talking about Drake, and he was basically saying the way Drake comes at you, he doesn't just come at you head on. And I think Kendrick's touched on that in his disses as well.
He's not like, direct.
He's subliminal. He's a sneak disser. He's not like a straight shooter, basically. So maybe there are things that we didn't pick up on, but Kendrick's picked up on it because he knows it relates to him. So he's now like, actually, I'm gonna come at you with all guns. Okay, so. And I feel like that's fair. If that's what he really is, if that's how he operates, because he seems like that. He seems like a troller. He seems like a, you know.
Kendrick or Drake? Drake, yeah, no,
he
definitely.
seems like a bit of a troller. You know, he kind of takes the piss on the slide.
It's because he's so big, isn't it? He knows he can do that.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? And I also saw something as well, because I've been going to bed at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock the last couple of days, the weekend. So in the morning, I'm just seeing American time, and they're up already, so I'm seeing new stuff. And Joe Budden was speaking to Academics, and obviously you know Joe Budden and Drake. Yeah. They've had a little thing, and Joe Budden was just basically saying like Drake has lost this, but like it's not really gonna affect him.
Probably not.
It's gonna affect him a little bit. Like he had more to lose than Kendrick, and when you think about it in the entirety of the whole going back and forth the diss.
Do you think so?
I mean, because now Drake is looking like a Diddy.
Yeah, he is.
That's
to be fair, now that this has come out, probably you are right. He maybe did have more to lose, because I'll be so real. If I had skeletons in my closet, I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm not dissing anyone. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? I'm gonna live my humble life.
Apparently that's why J. Cole cut out. J. Cole said sorry. He ducked out because apparently he knew shit was gonna get messy. Really? And that's how it is when it's with disses. Like they really get personal. They drag out some stuff. Anything they know.
Because Kendrick has said a lot. I know we've mentioned what Drake has mentioned about Kendrick, but like with Kendrick, he's basically mentioned that Drake loves sex workers, that he loves underage girls, that he's basically a pedophile. He's saying his friends are also pedophiles.
But he had a daughter.
Sex offenders. Apparently that he had a daughter.
Yeah,
I don't know if that. I don't believe that now. Yeah.
But can I even say we don't believe it?
He's got moles in his team. The people that are around him don't actually rate him. They just are on his payroll, so they have to.
And I believe that because he's not about it. He don't come from that life.
He doesn't come from that life.
I do believe that, low key.
Yeah, literally.
And it's making me look at Drake differently, isn't it? It's making us look like, oh fuck, Drake.
I know.
Oh Drake.
Gosh. It doesn't look good. Kendrick has said so much. Yeah. What else has he said?
This is what else has he said?
He's basically said like he's also a puppet, the same way everybody else
said he's a colonizer, like, and how he goes to Atlanta to go make some extra cash.
Yeah. But to be fair, I wouldn't put that past him, because I feel like he has done almost a similar thing with the UK scene. Yeah. Because if you think about him like reviving Top Boy, do you know what I mean? Going on collabs. Is he doing something bad? Skepta's also called him a culture vulture. That's what I was talking about.
Skepta.
Yeah, apparently. That's what Mimi the blogger.
Yeah, tweeted. I saw Mimi's tweet, but did she say that's what he said, or she said like she's looked at it and it seems like they haven't been getting love from the UK no more. He's not really out here. He didn't make a video with Jay Huss. Yeah. But Jake doesn't do videos like that with UK artists. They're not on his level. Not really. Has he got a song with Skepta and they have I'm
sure they do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any video of them two together. So
I need to find the tweet, but she basically was saying like Skepta's called him a culture vulture. always referred to him as a culture vulture.
Okay. You see the term culture vulture, what does it mean to you?
I think culture vulture means you take from the culture, but you don't want to be for the culture. So you'll never fight for causes. You'll never be there when the time is tough, but you're only there when it benefits you. Does that make sense?
Okay, so
for example, if I was to now decide I want to start singing, and I decide I want to go take loads of inspiration from the Afrobeat scene, and I go to Nigeria, I work with loads of Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
But then now, I don't know, let's say Nigeria goes into civil war, I'm mute.
Okay.
I'm not speaking for Nigeria, but
Okay.
I've enjoyed the benefits of the culture. I feel like that's kind of the definition of what a culture vulture is.
Okay.
Or someone who doesn't give props where it's due as well.
And would you say that Drake does a lot of that? Because I can see why he's a culture vulture to an extent, but then I look at the reason why I don't call him that, or why I wouldn't before this, is because it's always in a positive way. Like the impact, and he's putting people on. That's how I've always seen it.
When you think about like Top Boy, for example, although he's revived Top Boy, that's not a bad thing that he's revived Top Boy.
It's not as good.
It's like put the UK. No, it's not as good.
But it came back.
It came back. It put UK on the map. It was like number one. It becomes a big thing.
Exactly.
All of the actors on the show have now like had a come up basically because of it, or their career has almost been, I don't know, pushed forward or pushed into bigger spaces. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's a good thing because everybody wins. You partake in business and everybody wins.
And that's what Drake wants. Of course, he wants to win too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like a lot of people don't like that about him.
What more would you want from him? Because at the end of the day, it is a business transaction to a certain extent, right? So it's like we make a song, we exchange the song, and then it's done. It doesn't mean I need to fight for your rights every time because we've had a business exchange.
Do you know
what I mean? It's like, for example, if you go to a shop and they're supplying you apples, you buy the apples, right? You enjoy the apples. They get the money for the apples. You get the apples. Everybody's happy, right?
Everyone's eating.
But then now there's some sort of worldwide drama with apples. Do you now need to protest for apples because you went and bought some apples from this apple shop?
No.
There we go. So that's why I'm like, it depends how you look at it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because in some ways you're buying those apples, you're bringing business to that company, so you've done your bit. Do you have to go all the way there all the time just because you've had one business exchange?
The way I see culture vulture is begging it, essentially. I see it as begging it, and now that I think about it, Drake is definitely a beg. But he always does it in ways like
he's just begging it.
He's begging it all the time, like with the lingos and anything. True, if you don't like Drake at all, and you don't look at it in a positive way, you're gonna be like, it's corny. I don't like this. Is a culture vulture.
That's fair. That's
Do you know
fair.
what I mean?
Because that's not true to who you are.
Exactly.
Teasing me, dog, and all of this stuff. It's not you.
Do you know what I mean?
Do that?
So, but then for me, he just likes appreciating different cultures in different places and different things and different people, like, because at the end of the day, that's what makes you big, and Drake is the biggest. So he knows that, like, he knows that mixing it up and messing with every single culture as much as you can, it's going to make you.
Do you know what? I was actually thinking about this when I was on my way here, and I was like, if it was me, would I not do something similar? Like, not like be a culture vulture, but if people globally want to work with me and I'm interested, I don't know, for example, there's a Bhangra artist who approaches me and I'm like, hey, like, why not? Do you get what I mean? Like, why not?
And I don't know if that's what people have an issue with Drake. I feel like there's always something more, like, because it can't be that, because that's not a bad thing. So it's like, I don't know, they see something.
I think there's
I don't know, maybe there's more to it. That's what I'm saying.
But I think there is more to it, because did you see Metro's tweets early this morning?
Yeah. He told you to shut up, and then now you have to make tweets. I don't like this now. They're bullying because honestly, you can't make a diss track. So now you're tweeting live vote.
He did make a track though. Did you not hear it?
Has he made a track?
Yeah, Drizzy.
He made a beat and said anyone.
He made a beat.
He's taking a piss.
He said it's an open mic diss, guys. Everybody, bring your disses.
Everyone come eat.
The best diss.
Everyone come eat off a Metro beat.
Literally. That beat is so audacious. He literally said, okay, you want me to make some drums? I'll make some drums. Here are the drums. That's crazy. But he did make a tweet and he was basically saying, like, we both know why. You can't really say the real reason why we're not cool right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then he also said it's better for both our sakes.
Exactly.
So
what are you trying to...
Oh, is it because Drake has done him dirty? So Metro's taking an L so he looks bad?
You should say it, bro. Because why are you bitching about it if you're not going to say it? Like, Metro's holding some smoke for that. This is at this point, fuck everybody else.
Leland Wayne.
Because Drake has sent for everyone else, and it's just like it's Kendrick Lamar that is actually up there with Drake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why they're in the big three conversation together. All the other people that are sending for him, because there's a couple people. Well, there's Kanye as well, but like Kanye is a weird one because I thought they made up and they were kind of cool.
Yeah, but also you don't know how Kanye feels, right?
Kanye is a weirdo.
He's just a bit inconsistent.
He's a weirdo.
Kanye is not well. That's
exactly.
Kanye is not well, so you can't keep up with what he's feeling about.
He makes great music with great artists. He's a weirdo.
And good clothes.
exactly. But I would say, like, it's Kendrick now. Is for me. Well, obviously Metro had the issue, but it's just like, do you feel like Metro went to go shout everyone and be like, yo, I've got a problem with Drake, or Drake's done this thing, let's all gang up on it? Like, how did it happen where everyone sent it for him?
I don't know,
because it's like an Avengers thing.
It started with Future. And I also wonder what's happened with Future, because Drake can't even say much.
Drake said something on the diss about it was Pluto that hurt him the most.
He just said Pluto hurt me. He said it disgusted him or something like that. Yeah. But I know that Lil Wayne must have been an
Who's Lil Wayne?
It's Metro. That's his name.
Oh, is it?
That
was Metro in it.
Lil Wayne.
It has some influence. I was thinking that's Metro in it. Yeah, okay.
Lil Wayne is such a lame, so I know he probably had to have an influence. Literally, on Family Matters. So Leland.
I mean, defo.
Leland's been doing something.
And I guess that's where Kendrick is right. It's just like these guys don't really rate you when it comes down to it. They think you're a culture vulture.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned.
What did Drake do to Rick Ross?
They think you're a culture. They don't like you. Same thing with Future.
Oh, I'm so confused. I'm so confused because you would have known or had some signs before. Now you've made all these number ones. Now you're saying he's a culture vulture.
But let's think about it. It's like the Diddy thing as well. Like, you would think everyone was cool with Diddy, and like now that he's going through all of this and the limelight's on this, when everyone wants to come out and have something to say. True. Now everyone wants to. I always say it's like you're a victim of your success at some point. I love Drake and I love Drake's music, so I'm not putting him in the same account as Diddy.
But Drake has done something, though.
But Drake has done something.
Because let's be honest, no one would just wake up one day and decide they want to start beefing J. Cole, for example. Just because he's
but J. Cole ain't the biggest
artist.
Why does anyone gonna want to beef you when you ride bicycles and your hair looks a mess and like let's keep it respect. I like J. Cole, bro. Like, who the fuck wants to say you said sorry, bro? He's getting cooked every time in the comments. I'm like, it's so fucking funny. They say someone needs to get J. Cole to come and apologize to sort this all out, bro. Because this is getting real personal.
You have me on the bicycles and the hair is a mess.
No one's gonna send for you, bro. You don't send for no one. No one's got an issue with you.
It's true. It's actually so true.
Bro, like, when you stay in your lane. But that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. It's been killing me. It's been killing me.
Oh my gosh, that isn't me. No one's gonna be someone who rides a bicycle.
Look at the way they're all selling. Right. He's catching strays in all these disses, by the way.
He is. He really is.
And he's not saying nothing. He's just like, listen.
He's over it.
He's out of there.
He's over it.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I guess he saw it was gonna get messy, and he has gotten messy.
But when you're big, when you reach the success, when you reach a level of success that Drake has, you definitely, everyone has done some bad stuff, but like when you're in this sort of limelight, in this sort of industry, like Diddy, you've rubbed some people up the wrong way, and now you move like you can just get away with it. And there comes the time where it's just like, nah, nigga,
you can't.
We're gonna get you now.
Yeah, it's true.
And when we do get you, you're not escaping it. Like, there's gonna be bears. There's gonna be bear of us, and that is exactly what's happening.
What did you think about the content of the disses, though? Like, for example, Kendrick using that suitcase, the picture of the stuff in the suitcase. Do you think
apparently he's had to change that?
He's taking it off.
Taking it down because...
He's taking it off because he's been fed wrong information. And someone else basically said, you can't have drugs as album cover. But I don't think that's right. Because I've seen a lot of drugs as album
You see it all the time, man. Codeine cups as album covers. I'm sure I've seen that.
I've seen a lot. I know I've seen some drugs as album artwork. 100%. I guess it can't just be anything really obscene. Okay. But like, if P&D can have the album cover that he has, I'm sure you could put a bottle of...
You definitely can. It can't be that. It can't be that.
It's Ozempic. It's tablets. Like, it's tablets and Ozempic. It's not like a bag of weed or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
and even that we've seen as album covers. So I'm sure I have.
So he had to take it down, which means he got given a fake more. Because when I was looking at those pictures, I was thinking, like, this can't be right. Because why would Drake take Ozempic, and why would his dad have his suitcase with the Ozempic?
Speaking of Moshe, because I was even going to say, like, because Kendrick responded really quickly to which one of Drake's this it was. Drake's latest one. Yeah, Drake's latest. I haven't even been keeping up with the names. I've just been listening, But he responded to that so quickly. So do you feel like there is more?
Maybe.
Because it was so quick. Like.
It was, it's very crazy. And it's very ironic how they literally dropped within an hour of each other.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way Kendrick had planned to drop it at that time. Similar time.
So that means people don't like Drake.
Yeah, clearly. Because they knew it was coming.
You're a victim of your own success at some point. People have been hating on you. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I'll keep it real.
You shouldn't be hated on, I think, just because you're successful. Exactly.
Because Drake tries to put people on, but I guess he's not... I don't know Drake, innit? So these are people that I actually have had, like, close exchanges with him.
But at the same time, there's something about Kendrick being the one to hold Drake accountable when he won't date or marry black himself. That makes me wonder.
So I haven't actually looked into it. So what race is it? Because I've just been looking at Instagram comments.
Race.
Is she mixed race?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's mixed race.
So what's Kendrick saying? Kendrick is saying though, like, I don't feel like I think he's allowed to say that Drake is racist or Drake is a colorist, because that's what I'm getting. Because he's black. Kendrick is black. At the end of the day, this is what I've learned more as well. And I don't know why I'm just learning it, but Drake isn't black.
Okay, he is.
He's not black though. He's half black. If you're white,
he's half. Yes.
Like a mixed race person won't just say they're white. They'll say they're mixed race.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So Drake, should he be allowed to be using all of these words? I don't really want to get into that because it's not that deep.
Because it's so political.
Yeah.
But and then also it's like if you're a quarter black, can you use it, or is there a certain percentage of black that you need to have? Like
6ix9ine says nigga all the time.
That man.
And he was getting away. And he was getting away with it.
6ix9ine has been cancelled.
Yeah,
for many
he's been cancelled, but before he was cancelled, he was saying it willy nilly. So I just feel like in America they let a lot of shit run.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what? There's a part of me that just thinks, why don't we just all stop saying it?
Yeah. Hey,
that's a
type of conversation. Niggas sound so funny sometimes. I think that's what. The way they're just using it in this diss, like they keep saying Drake ain't black, but they still call him a nigga. Like
it's true, it's true. But I guess they're not saying him about his blackness.
His blackness,
It's
more about how he moves.
Genetic. It's about how he moves.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he says nigga, it's got like a strange ring to it, just because of his.
But then that just has to be his race, though. Because if he was fully black, you're not going to say anything. So I just feel like that just comes down to his race again.
True, because I guess I was saying this actually.
Because call him white boy.
I was saying this before because I was like, to be fair with Drake, it's like, if you take a black person who's like grown up in Surrey or the suburbs, not even Surrey, further out into the suburbs, you know those people that you call coconuts?
Yeah.
You know, black on the outside, white on the inside. If they say nigga, are they not allowed to say nigga because they're coconuts? Or what? Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's the rule with this? I don't know. But maybe we're getting too caught up in that part of it, and I think Kendrick is just trying to highlight the fact that he's a culture vulture.
Yeah.
And he's
Kendrick
not
is just dissing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's not.
Kendrick is just dissing. I don't know how much he's trying to go into the political things, but he's giving people things to talk about. Yeah. And that's the point of this, isn't it?
It's an assassination of Drake's character.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing it. Because, like, even the paedophile thing, I don't know, you know Stranger Things?
Yeah.
The girl, Millie Brown, the one that plays the main role on Stranger Things.
And she shaved her head eventually.
Yeah. All of that.
Because I only saw like one episode and she had a shaved head.
She shaved her head, that's right. So yeah, she was basically saying how she knew Drake. So she was at a red carpet interview and basically they asked her like, oh, what's up with your relationship with Drake? And she was like, oh, he's amazing, like he's really nice. I met him in, I think it was Australia that they met, and like we text, and like he's like really cool, he's a really nice guy. And they're like, oh, so what do you guys like text about? And she was like, oh, he gives me like really good advice on like boys and stuff. And like literally the other day he messaged me saying, oh, you know, like I miss you. And I was like, yeah, I miss you too.
How old is
he said
she?
He's gonna come to Atlanta. At that time I think she was probably like 15 or something.
Oh,
15,
swear.
16. So it's like
yeah.
Ring ring ring.
No, that's crazy.
Why is you as a 30-year-old or even a 28?
These are Diddy allegations. What I'm hearing.
25-year-old. What are you doing talking to someone who's 15, 16 that you don't know? It's not like a niece or someone you know or an exec's daughter. Do you know what I mean? That you're looking out for. Like, why do you guys need to be texting on that level?
You know, one thing I've learned, when you're massive, like when you're such a big influence in the music industry in particular, and like you become so big, it's like you always have skeletons in your closet. Like,
yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I've learned. Like, all of you lot are booky some way.
But I have this philosophy, right, in my head, and I just believe if you are going to the best at anything in life, whether it's finance, whether it's business, whether it's music, there's something about you that's a bit tapped.
Okay.
I genuinely do believe that.
Okay.
Because it means you're willing to do anything to get to the top.
And just stay there as well.
Even once you get to a point of contentment where you can buy your mama a house, you can take your kids to private school and your grandkids and your grandkids to private school, and you still want more, something's not okay.
That's like, Jake, you just want to stay on top forever. Like you've got that power thing. Like
exactly. That's why I think for you to be there's something that's not quite right.
And that's what like the Kendrick and the J. Cole don't really care for. Or like try to they're known, they're always going to be big, but Drake is always going to be the biggest. But what is he doing to be the biggest? As far as we know, it's just dropping bangers. But behind the scenes, there's always more.
A lot more. And he's involved with a lot of other artists as well. So it's not looking good. But that texting thing, damn, I nearly fell off my chair. I was watching it, and the thing is, the interview was so calm and casual. But when you think about it, like
that's
even
weird.
Me, someone who's 26, I've got no business messaging a 15-year-old that I do not know, telling them I miss them.
Literally.
What the hell do I
miss? Just because she's an
for?
Actress and she's in the industry doesn't mean that you can be inappropriate. Like that's still weird.
Precisely.
That is still weird.
Or if you want to be that guy who's like there for her when she's coming up, speak through her parents. Tell her, I wanted to come to a concert, or can you bring her? Do you know what I mean? That's
can you bring her?
But like not.
That's even weird too.
Directly.
No, it's true.
But I mean, as in that would have made a bit more sense, like less creepy than him directly texting her. I don't know. It's spooky to me, guys. It's not looking good.
To be fair, I believe a lot of things that have been said in these disses.
Yeah.
I do believe a lot of what's been said, but the way I look at artists and when I just think about music as well is that I think all of you are capable of anything. True. You're not my friend. Keep dropping them bangers.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you go jail, you go jail. Like Young Thug, I love Young Thug, but he's done some badness, but I'm still going to be a Young Thug fan. Young Thug.
I guess it just depends on what you do, right?
Exactly, it depends on what you do, innit? With Diddy, I haven't even ever messed with you like an artist, so now that everyone's sending for you, I don't even care.
It's okay.
Really and truly, do you know what I mean? But Drake, it's like
Drake is tricky.
I hope some of these allegations aren't true.
I think he needs to address it. He does need to address it.
I don't think he is though, because like they're diss tracks.
They're diss tracks, they're not address tracks, I know. And I was saying this actually.
It's music at the end of the day, so it's like if you address it, then it's just like.
I literally was saying this because someone was basically telling me like, why hasn't Drake responded?
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that.
And I was like, but neither has Kendrick.
He has to address it in
Kendrick
do you know what I mean?
hasn't addressed
and that's where I've learned that Drake has haters. People hate you when you're at the top.
Exactly.
They want to see you fall.
Exactly. Like I don't feel like it's an address track, it's a diss track. But I wonder if he is gonna.
He can address it on a song.
I think when it becomes pedophilia, you need to say something.
Yeah.
And if you don't say anything, it's a bit dodge.
I hear you. But then for me, it's just like you can't really move the goalposts because they're all accusing they're both accusing each other of doing bad things.
But like for example, cheating on your wife is not the same as.
Or what about beating your wife?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not a judge.
Beating your wife, Kendrick had already addressed it. So this claim that Drake is now bringing up, it's almost come out of thin air. Yeah. Because Kendrick was speaking on Breakfast Club, and he was basically saying...
This is recent?
No, this is like a few years ago, when the rumours started coming out.
Okay.
So I think Angelique asked him, like, what's going on with these abuse allegations, what? And he was like, no, like, that's not true. That is so false. And the person who's made this allegation needs to apologise to me because they're basically taken away from real abuse victims telling their story. Yeah. He's basically flat out said this is not true.
Okay.
And to be fair, I think Metro may have touched on it on a tweet because he was saying, "Oh, nobody ever beat my girl. We grew up together." Something.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. So maybe it has.
That's not enough, though.
You don't think it's enough?
That's not enough. I mean, I don't care. Honestly, like, I care about. I don't care really, do I? Because like, I don't care. Like,
care about what?
Like, who's doing what and who's doing what? I feel like I care about the music.
True.
That's what I care about the most. Like. If these guys are really doing all of these bad things, the police, people reported, the victims, whatever. Like, that's not. I'm not speculating on that. I'm not really looking for that. My thing is just, I speak mainly on the music, but then now it's just like how Drake is now being looked at as an artist and how big he is. It's just like, has this affected him?
It is a character assassination, but then exactly. I guess for me, it's like, if this is the case, it will change the way I perceive Drake, and I think that will impact the music I listen to. Does that make sense?
But I'm here to tell you, Maria, what? I'm here to tell you today.
Yeah, but nah.
Drake is just not. It's easy to say this because Drake is on a decline.
I think I speak from a place of privilege as well, because I actually have a lot of other music I listen to apart from Drake. Although it will be hurtful with Drake, because Drake, like I've said already, he's played a big part in terms of my core memories. I can listen to certain songs and it takes me back to a particular time in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that. Do you get what I mean? And I don't have that feeling with a lot of artists. But at the same time, like, I've got other songs I can listen to. I've got other artists I can listen to. I'm in my Amapiano mood right now. So, like, Drake can get a pause for some time if he is not.
He's on a decline, though, so it's easy for you to say that. This is not prime Drake. If this was prime Drake. Well, basically, yeah.
You think he's on a decline?
Well, if he's not on a decline, what is he? Because he's definitely not, like,
he's not in his
progressive.
prime. I would say
he's gone past his prime. He's like nearly 40 or something.
I would say he's in his maturity phase, not decline.
When I say decline, it's just that you're not getting better.
Okay, but that's why I would say it's maturity.
Okay,
you know, in finance we have this thing called a product life cycle, right? And there's a phase that goes growth, and then it's like maturity, and then it's like decline. So I think Drake is in his maturity phase.
When I say decline, I mean
it. But he's still relevant. If he drops an album, everyone's gonna listen to every single song on that album. Yeah. He's still in his maturity phase.
Okay, yeah.
To decline, I think, means now his sales are dropping. He's no longer hitting number one when he drops an album. That's now a decline phase.
Right.
Maybe that's where potentially J. Cole is. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, because I don't even think he's.
I don't know. I don't even
know why he's compared to Drake.
I'd have to take the stat, or maybe Rick Ross. Actually, that's a better comparison. Decline stage.
Okay, you know what? Real quickly, because I feel like there are rappers, there are MCs, there are artists. There's so many different terms for these. But like, what I feel like Drake isn't. He's clearly not an MC, and that's what Kendrick is. MCs are the guys that do their diss tracks and definitely don't have a ghostwriter.
Yeah. No.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god. Speaking of ghostwriters, damn. Where's my voice? You know, I was trying to verify this whole ghostwriter thing that they've been talking about, right? So I've been going on Spotify looking at song credits for songs.
Yeah.
Good God. I went on Views by Drake. There's one song, I think I saw 12 different writers.
Oh, is it?
On one song. And it wasn't like a sampled song. I couldn't believe my eyes, Dan.
But how?
12.
Are you surprised though?
Nah, but to see it, like, you just go and do your own independent research and you're seeing 12 niggas writing pen on paper for one song is hectic.
Do you know what, yeah?
As a rapper, it's hectic. If you're an R&B singer, it's different, because someone might pitch in the melodies.
But I've never really looked at Drake as a rapper. No? And that's why it's just like, for me to say that he's lost, is like, I haven't looked at him as a rapper. A lot of the Drake songs that, like, I know he can rap.
Yeah.
But I look at him as just the best artist that has been about for time.
I guess because he
sings too. Because I love shit like One Dance, bro. Like, those are like my favorite. If you told me to give you a top 10 Drake, it's not going to be the ones where he's going bar to bar with Kendrick. They ain't going to be my Drake fave. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
My faves are going to be the ones where I can sing along to and get lit to at the dance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when he's going back and forth with these rappers like Kendrick, who I feel like can send me to sleep and are a bit boring sometimes, it's like Drake wins. Yeah. But then when you hear them diss, because I appreciate rap too,
it's when
I just
you
don't go to Drake for that.
You have to give it to Drake.
As an artist, but like I've always believed, when I heard the whole ghostwriters thing, I was just like, oh, that's a shame. But I'm still listening, like he's still the GOAT, because unless you beat him at everything that he's done, unless you have the replay values, then he's the GOAT. But that's not what dissing is about when it comes to this.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not. So you think Kendrick takes the cake? Yeah.
Oh no, 100%.
So far, because I've seen some intel. Apparently, Kendrick's gonna drop again today.
No. Honestly, I was just about to say, I don't think he's doing what Drake did to Meek Mill, but 10 times worse, because he's almost as big as Drake.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay, because I think best man wins. That's just what
happens.
Good for hip hop.
100%. Good for hip hop, like we say.
But yeah, I wanted to touch on funny tweets though as we wrap up, because I have been laughing. I haven't been able to like get off my phone. No joke. I've just been on Twitter, and once I'm done with chat, there's more. There's literally more.
Let's share some with you guys, because honestly,
TikTok. Yeah. Okay. So I've seen one, and it says Kendrick Lamar is the reason why you leave those seemingly quiet people alone.
Yeah.
Because you poke the bear. You're gonna get
eventually as well. You keep poking. Don't say nothing. But when they do,
trust.
It's peak. It's peak.
Literally.
But someone said, and for the love of God, why won't Kendrick just rap? Why does he have to do 500 voices and sing on melodious shit on a diss track and do beat changes with sleepy beats? At least it's not an album. Like, just rap. How do you people enjoy this shit?
It is. He's hard to listen to, though.
These are the things that I criticise Kendrick for, but that was before this track.
Yeah.
Say mustard on the beat.
Yeah.
When you get mustard on the beat, that takes us back in time too. So this track is gonna be about for some time.
Yeah.
Because this track ain't really supposed to give replay value. I was seeing some of that as well, but
no,
this has got replay
diss tracks
value.
Are not meant to.
This one has.
Yeah. Family Matters was great though.
No, Family Matters was
the
good.
Middle section on Family Matters.
I like the middle and the last one a lot.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's why he went the
I can't
hardest.
stop listening to it. Do you know what? I actually want to hear a drill artist on that beat, because it's just so, you know, like.
I love when Drake gets in that bag as well.
Yeah.
I love when he gets in that bag, but nah, Kendrick
did body him, but I would say I'm gonna listen that
100%.
part of keep.
The whole thing. The whole thing was
I'm going
good.
to listen to that
because even like the first bit was just like. You're not really like doing much here, but this is a song. Yeah, this is a song more than a diss track.
The middle section,
and the end,
crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like Drake should have just come with that from the beginning. You know?
Yeah,
like that type of energy. He was on smoke.
But apparently he needs his ghostwriters, man.
Yeah, and to be fair,
and now that I look at Drake's personality,
it's so funny. Going back to the song credits, when I looked at the diss track, there's only one writer. Just says A. Graham. That's it. But all the other ones, there's like 10, 15. No. Crazy. I saw another one. It's like Drake fans are the only people that want to throw ass and smoke hookah to a diss track.
People say Kendrick stands are just Drake stands with an A star in English language and literature, dreadlocks and a block of shea butter and are vegan.
Dreadlocks and shea butter.
Shea butter and are vegan. The vegan part as well. Like, Kendrick looks vegan.
He does. He looks very vegan. He looks like he's been vegan for many years. And someone said Kendrick is killing this man, rapping like he's dressed like Jonathan Majors in this video.
Someone said J. Cole somewhere on his back extremely relieved.
Literally, I've seen so many memes.
J. Cole's been getting so many strains.
Yeah, I know, so many strains.
He tapped out. No, but and that's not an MC thing, because J. Cole is a rapper like Kendrick. Maybe
he's
not
very capable, but he just said I don't want the smoke.
Yeah,
he just said I don't want the
smoke. Fair
smoke.
enough, innit? It makes him look a bit fugazi to his fans and that.
I've seen a few more tweets just to wrap up, but yeah, there's one. Drake probably had 10 more pics to post with him and Sexy Red, but now he can't even post them. That is so mean. Oh my gosh. And someone said hating the guy that put bread on your table is so real. I hate my boss too. Shout out to those OVO guys.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Because I hate my boss too.
No,
so.
we all hate our boss. We have to work for you. Fucking hell.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Nah, it's been crazy.
But yeah.
It's been very, very crazy.
What I was gonna ask as well, like to conclude this whole back and forth thing, if Drake doesn't respond, how do you see him?
He has to.
He has to respond, innit? Because I was thinking about, like, you're gonna lose,
or they host a boxing match. Like, there's no way
he has to do something.
It's one or the other. Drake can't not respond.
If he doesn't respond,
and after trolling Kendrick for taking so long to respond, he has to. Like, he has to be the last dropper. He has to.
Because Kendrick is showing you,
even if it's a terrible drop like Quavo, he has to be the last dropper.
And it is not going to be good. I don't think it's going to be good, because I don't believe that Drake is as talented as rapping ability when it comes to Kendrick, and being able to come up with something and send for you in the space of 24 hours or less than that. I don't think you have the ability to do that, but you have to drop something.
Literally.
But for all of us fans that have been wanting you to win, if you don't give nothing, that's so disappointing. You're no longer a rapper.
It's true.
You're a singer.
He's just gonna have to sing.
You're a singer.
He's gonna singing. Put an R&B album.
No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what he has to do,
pop and R&B,
He can't come on this top boy Nocta vibe. Like, he has to just be a singing guy.
Yeah. That's
it.
And then that's what I said. It's funny because, like I said, I've never really seen Drake as like a rapper. Like, my favorite rapper of all time is 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Can't compare Drake and 50 Cent.
No,
not in my opinion.
No, you can't.
Do you know what I mean?
You can't. But yeah, anyways, we will see what happens. We're getting some tweets. Apparently, Kendrick is dropping today. Schoolboy Q made a tweet saying Sunday service. And someone else made another tweet as well. So, like, who knows? Maybe Kendrick's
They're bullying Drake. They want him dead.
They want him dead. They really do.
I hope Drake makes it through, man.
Yeah.
I always listen to him anyway, Drake. Always listen to Drake.
God.
Oh no, he's moving.
OVO.
This sounds like the Kendrick that I first listened to, like the Kendrick that I actually like. I was just like, oh, like,
I know.
do you know what I mean? So,
but
big him up, man. Just to quickly end it.
Yep.
Any songs that you want to put people on? That you've been listening to, songs, albums, artists that you've recently discovered. Anyone?
Let me see. Oh, Thames dropped "Love Me JJ." That's a really nice song.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. She didn't do any promo for it though. I was a bit disappointed. But yeah.
I'm not disappointed. The song's not all that in my opinion.
Oh no? Well, it's alright.
It's Thames, isn't it? I love Thames.
Okay, yeah.
I'll listen to it.
And also Wazam by Gunna. That was a vibe. I'm looking forward to the album.
Album's dropping next week.
He's talked a lot on it. He's saying it's the best album he's ever bring out. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll do.
Gunna's getting better and better. So I believe that, and I can't wait for that.
He is,
so
man.
that's that. Who do I want to put on? Shout out real quick. Shady Vibes for my Nigerians, my Yorubas. Shady Vibes. You know about Shady Vibes? You know when my Nigerians, my Yorubas hear about Shady Vibes, they know Shady Vibes is the GOAT. Go listen to Shady Vibes. He's like putting people on now. I really like it when I see like artists collaborating and not just doing stuff by themselves. They're putting people on.
Yeah.
And the people that he's putting on are really good. I'm liking them. So they've dropped a little thing. I don't know what it's called.
Shout out.
And Len as well is this UK artist. Have you heard of Len? You seen him?
No.
You've probably seen a tweet of him or a tweet of his songs. It's like a UK Playboy Carti, but he's also Nigerian and Yoruba. I think from what I've clocked from one of these songs. I think it's called Reliever. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
Okay, I'll check it out.
So check it out. That's us.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody watching. Please like and subscribe.
And comment.
Keep showing us
definitely.
love. We're on the come up, guys. So yeah, any love is appreciated. But yeah, comment and let us know what you're thinking about this Kendrick and Drake situation.
Yeah, literally. Let us know who you think is the winner as well.
And we'll catch you next time. Peace.